Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the third video of Hai Yang's Practice Proverb series. A new series started 2 weeks ago introducing my original proverbs to help our community improve their practice. Following the same structure, I will first answer questions about last week's proverb, and then move on to the new proverb. So, let's recap last week's proverb first. It was 开胸要坚肘开张，否则乃开胸不彻底. Or to extend the chest, both shoulders and elbows must extend outward. Or else, the upper body would not be in a fully chest opening state. If you have not watched it yet, the link is in the description. Eric Potter, a longtime community member, made a comment on last week's proverb. Here, I will only cite part of it since his comment was a bit sensitive. Also, to avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings, I removed his post, but I'd like to answer his question here. His main question was, why are some people against the concept and the practice of extending the elbow? Well, it is a very challenging question since it is almost impossible to answer this kind of question on behalf of other people. But I can still explain a bit further about this issue. In some of my prior videos, I have elaborated many times on the reason for elbow extending motion by even showing some classical martial postures recorded in old photos featuring great martial artists. There's no universal posture for elbow positions in self-defense situations. So, what we need to do is not to debate whether the elbow should be extended, but rather to analyze how to strengthen and solidify the muscle structure. You can achieve this by maintaining various postures, including both sinking and extended elbows, which can be found in many of my prior videos. For example, the one used in last week's video. Of course, keeping the elbow artificially stuck to the rib cage area like a T-Rex in Jurassic Park may feel good in a static state at the most. Misinterpreting classical martial training proverbs does not make the argument stronger. Merely repeating a slogan without any practical and reasonable justification is just a waste of time. Also, elbows stuck to the rib cage area can make the upper body stiff. However, the stiffness of the upper body is not nearly as serious as the stiffness of the brain, which is directly related to the state of mind. So, Eric, I hope you will not continue to let other people's mistakes and toxicity affect you. If you already know what is wrong and right, then why do you have to be bothered by this? Please move on and focus on practice. I hope you understand why I removed your comment. I want to maintain harmony with others. Now, let's move on to today's new proverb, an original one that I created last year. It is 围垒控腿，大椎控臂. I created this proverb mainly to guide Tai Chi practice. It can be used to guide other styles as well. Now, let me translate the Chinese version word by word. 围垒 is a coccyx. 控 means control. 腿 means leg or movement of the leg. 大椎 or big vertebrae is a name of an acupuncture point used in Chinese medicine. It is the area under the spinous process of the first thoracic vertebra. Kong means controls, and Bi means arms or movements of the arms. Put together, it means the coccyx gets involved in the control of the leg movements, while Da Zhui or big vertebrae gets involved in the control of the arm movements. As I have just mentioned, this proverb can be used in many martial art styles, but let's take Tai Chi as an example for further elaboration. In Tai Chi stepping or kicking, normally when the foot or knee moves upward, the hip on the same side rises upward. Simultaneously, the hip on the other side should sink downward. It seems as if the hip are moving like a lever and the coccyx is the fulcrum. Most of the time, when the leg or knee moves upward, the body should sink downward. Well, if this is the case, the sinking motion is triggered by sinking the coccyx area. So, the coccyx has two basic martial functions here. First, as the fulcrum of the leveraging motion of the hips, and two, the area that upper body will sink to. So, the first part of this proverb, Wei, Lui, Kong, Tui, or the coccyx getting involved in the control of the leg movements is important. This is the commonly neglected practice, and I hope my proverb can help you improve your practice. Now let's move on to the second part of the proverb. We all know that to have a fast arm movement, the upper back should relax. However, when the upper body makes the horizontal circle movement, just like this, what is the area that controls the circular motion? It is the shoulder or the chest? The answer is the Da Zhui or the big vertebrae. Compared to the shoulders, the Da Zhui area initiates and controls the motion. That's why very often forward and sideways martial energy generated by the upper body is manifested by the upper back, but not the chest. And the controlling point of the upper back martial energy generation is the Da Zhui. Again, it is another commonly neglected practical aspect that needs to be emphasized in practice. So, the second part of this proverb, Da Zhui Kong Bi, or the Da Zhui or big vertebrae, gets involved in the control of the arm movements is important. Furthermore, understanding the importance of the coccyx and the big vertebrae is only the first step. A practitioner needs to internalize this concept into practice, which is done by paying attention to those areas when working on different forms. Again, this is used not only in Tai Chi, but also in most other styles. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you will enjoy this new proverb. Please post your questions about this proverb in the comment section. I will answer them for you in the first part of next week's video. But please choose your word carefully so you don't ruffle others' feathers. Thank you for watching. See you next time and enjoy your practice.